Hey there, Cancer. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I hope you stick around. If there's something that resonates for you, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me how it does. And if it doesn't, leave me a comment and tell me how it doesn't. I really would appreciate that. And actually, I will. If you leave me a question in the comment section, I will pull a few cards for you after the videos are over. I don't mind doing that. So, here we go. At this channel, I work with the energy of the moon so that we can utilize it to best move our lives forward in the most positive way possible. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Your likes, your shares, your comments, you're helping me grow my channel. And last week when I asked people to step up and help me hit that 75 subscribers, it totally happened. First day, it was great, like within hours. All right, so wow. I like to start with a conversation starter from Spirit, and look what we got going on here, a book. So let's get to it, Cancer. We got a lot to cover. We've got a lot to cover. Okay, so you have one major arcana card. There's not a bad card in here. Okay, there's not a bad card in here, which is really nice. So we have the Emperor. We have the Emperor. This is a dude that is a business guy. A lot of people say in this deck it's definitely depicted as an Aries, but it's the energy of this. It's the, hey, welcome to the job. The job doesn't necessarily have to mean a new job. It could be a new passion project. It could be a new volunteer thing, but there's something you're stepping into that somebody is going to help you with. Somebody who has been there before, who knows the ropes, who's going to help you, who's going to be led and guided by Spirit to help you. So that's really excellent. We have the most difficult card that you have here is the Seven of Wands, and I don't actually ever think of the Seven of Wands as anything other than stepping outside of your comfort zone sometimes. So what it is that we have somebody who's defending something, who believes in something, who's standing up for what they value and what's important to them, and I think that's always important. And so just because other people don't agree with you doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Sometimes the way you do it will have a better result than another way, right? So maybe finding the best way to get the results that you desire is always important. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And so the Emperor card to me often represents to me a King of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, but it also represents the same thing. This is somebody who knows how to do a business. See, he's growing stuff. He's throwing seeds out of one hand and collecting coins out of the other. And so, and again, we have, you see the hawk in the background? And here we have the hawk. And so this is Spirit. Spirit coming in, Spirit guiding you to create wealth. To create wealth. I don't know how else to look at that. So you have that. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving in equal measure. So you are finding the balance of how to follow your passions and still create wealth. There's a balance that's involved with that. We have also the lovely energy of the Two of Cups, which is a partnership, which leads to the Ten of Cups, which is total emotional fulfillment. So because we have all this here, it feels like balance. It's like finding the balance. And the energies I keep picking up on all the readings is about this balance. Like we're all trying to find a balance, right? Between life and what we have to do to make money, and then how we are perceived and how we find emotional satisfaction while creating financial security, right? And so we have all of this going on, and this full moon that we're having on Tuesday in Virgo. So it's about, Virgo is a Pentacles card, right? But it's about the nitty-gritty details of stuff. So really the projects that you started last August, how are they completing as you move into a new cycle? And so we've got the harvest and we've got the planting going on here. And so it's an end of that kind of cycle. So like you're harvesting and you're planting. You're harvesting and planting. You're starting something. You're standing up for something, but there's a balance. And so perfectly exciting layout of cards to start. All right, so the moon starts out on Sunday. It got into your second house, which is self-value, self-worth, self-esteem, and that's in taking action. What do you need to do to feel good about yourself, to raise your self-value in your esteem, but also maybe your financial situation? It's time to take action. It's time to move forward. It's time to do something. And so we're really getting a lot of encouragement for that. Sunday evening into all the way through Monday is a really great time to be highly productive due to just where the moon is and the energy. And so take full advantage of that. If you're like having ideas and you wake up and you need to write them down, do that. Get up on Monday and charge out there into the world and start creating this wealth for yourself and reaching out to people and the balance and growing this financial and emotional abundance. And it's time to go to sea. So get in the flow of the energy. The energy is moving you along, and so ride with it. Don't fight it. And if you can ride and flow with it, then you are going to find doors are opening up for you, and you are going to get where you want to go, and it will feel easy. Wow, it'll feel easy. Really? Yes. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. All right, so then on Monday, the sun's going to move into Pisces at 6:04 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. And then the moon moves into Virgo at 9:47 in the morning. And then it becomes the full supermoon at 10:54 a.m. on Tuesday. And so the reason it's called a supermoon is because of the elliptical pattern of the orbit, right, of the moon around the Earth. And so it will be its closest point. January we had a supermoon. February we'll have the supermoon. The supermoon in January was a blood moon because of the eclipse. And then we had we'll have another one in March. So this one is the brightest and the closest to us. And so it's going to look like 14% bigger than usual. And if you get out there right when it's coming up at moonrise in the evening and it's poking through the trees and stuff, you're going to be like, oh, the moon is so big. And it's kind of an optical illusion, but it doesn't matter because it'll be cool. So it's referred to as the snow moon or the purity moon, but I think we should refer to it as the storm moon because not everybody lives in the northern hemisphere. And even if you live in the northern hemisphere, we're having a lot more, I'd say, rain and sleet and ice events, and there's lots of snow happening in places that usually have rain. And even Hawaii's got like gusting winds, and so everywhere. There's like the depressive heat going on over in Australia, and so there's just like all these things happening, and everything is like crazy out there. And so yes, storm moon. But with it comes power, right? There's the power of the elements, and so we have this power. And being a super moon, you have this attraction. So power of attraction. So at the full moon, I always recommend that you write down what you want to release in your life, what you need to let go of to make room for new stuff. And I still recommend that. But I always recommend that you write down your gratitude list. What are you grateful for? And I'm really going to emphasize that this time. Because when you write down what you're grateful for, then the universe recognizes that you recognize it, and that's how you attract more of that in. So go ahead and write down what you want to attract into your life by being grateful for what you already have. It's going to be a really great opportunity to create this abundance, financial abundance, emotional abundance, and in a balance, right? This is, you get the work and the home balance. And so to create all of that, go ahead and write it down, turn it over to Spirit, let them know how grateful you are for all of their assistance. They're here to help, right? They're here to help. They're like, come on in. We've got stuff for you. Okay? And all they're asking is that you are grateful, that you give and you take in equal measure. So, all right, let's get you a little guidance on this. This is going to be happening this full moon in your third house of communication. So make sure you're out there verbally sharing the love, writing people notes, taking this one, taking the time. Yeah, that one. Okay. And you have, oh, there's that hawk again. Here he is, here he is. There's some bird there. There's more birds. There's birds, but messages and omens. It's in your third house of communication. So make sure you are writing notes, If you have kids and you're sending them and you're making their lunches, pack them a love note and just put it on a sticker in their box, right? In their lunch box. You know, tuck a little note into your significant other's gear when they go to work, and they'll see it, or leave it on their steering wheel, or do something that creates this energy, right? But messages and omens, it also means looking around you. What means something to you? So actually for me, the hawk actually is a very significant omen to me. And so when I see a hawk, I get really excited. That's why I get excited when I see these cards, because it means something to me. But there's stuff out there that means something to you. When you create a dialogue with spirit by saying, oh, when I see a dandelion, I know that that means wishes and dreams that I am sending out into the universe. And then when it's time to make a wish and a dream, you'll notice dandelions everywhere. Or it doesn't matter what you choose to be your language with spirit. Spirit will meet you there. So don't let somebody else tell you what something means. Although if you're curious, there's plenty of resources for that on the internet. There's books on it, and it does help, you know, and then you develop your own language from it. Pay attention to your dreams. Oh my gosh, pay attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal. What is it trying to tell you? What is the information coming to you? And if you need to look them up in a dream journal because you don't know what it means, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's a way for spirit to have conversation with you, right? Opening up your intuition that way. And then on Thursday, into your 4th house moves the moon in Libra at 9:17 in the morning. And Libra is all about that balance, that work-life balance, which we're seeing reflected in the overall message. And so do a little self-reflection. Do a little self-reflection. What am I doing that's contributing to creating this balance, this work-life balance? What can I do better? What, you know, am I doing right? You know, a balance way of looking at it. Don't be tough on yourself. If it's like, oh, that's room for improvement. It's not something you're doing bad. It's something that needs a little work. If you say it that way, then you're like, oh, I can work on that this week, right? You know, and yeah, with Pluto being in conjunction with Venus on Friday, there might be a little tension regarding love and money, and they're in your 4th house. That could be a thing. So be honest with yourself. Is this something I need to do to help create a better balance in that? Because this moon is also there to help you find the pleasure in life. Right? This balance. It can't be all work and no play. It's not fun. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be around someone who's all work and no play. They're no fun. Right? So figure out how to find the balance. Don't be too much of one and not enough of the other. And I don't know which one you are, but you do. When you do your self-reflection, you'll certainly be able to identify which one is you, right? And so let's get a little guidance on how you can do this. And you have beloved. Oh my gosh. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning in your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Okay. If you've been having a little trouble in the home, this is a really good time with just a little self-reflection to see you cannot change what someone else is going to do. You can't change someone else. The only person you could change is yourself. So is there a little tweak you can make? Maybe leaving these little messages and love notes around is just the ticket, right? Just something where you create this balance of give and take, this harmonious relationship. Boy, this is a love reading, right? It really is. It's love of yourself. It's love of your partners. It's love of the partner that's not there yet. You create space for them when you learn to love yourself. And so this is really wonderful energy. And then the moon is going to move into that nice solid trine energy for you in your 5th house of fun and romance on Saturday at 10:56 in the morning when it moves into Scorpio. And it's all about finding the balance in your life and the beauty, right? It's the balance and the beauty. It's like, you know, Cancer the crab, right? There's the water, right? And there's the sand. And they can't spend too much time in the water, but they can't spend all their time on the dry earth either. So if you think of the earth as like the material and the creating money, but, you know, getting into your emotions is running into the water. And so you need a balance of that. And oh my God, it is a love reading. Opening your heart to love. This is the most beautiful reading ever. Honestly, such great. Just get in the flow. The balance is coming. The opportunities are coming in both, and in love and in money. This is great news, Cancer. I'm so excited for you. All right, so let's get you a color card because I'm kind of going long here. I was so excited by all those cards. All right, so basically, take a look around, look for messages and omens, make a little tweak here or there, do a little self-reflecting, but you are loved, you are lovable, you are loving, right? And you have blue. Activate your healing power. So if you've had a relationship that's been struggling, activate your healing power by being loving, being lovable, and knowing that you are also lovable, right? Believing and loving in yourself. All right, well, Cancer, this is excellent. I will see you back here next week. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And like I said, if you ask me a question and I can answer it in a couple cards, I'll put it in the comment section for you. All right, you take care. Have a great week. Really looks like you will.